Good afternoon, everyone. This is Queenie Clem with Queenie's Book Talk and Reviews, and I am your literary ambassador. And today I have Michael Johnson on my channel today. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yes, ma'am. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
How you doing today?
I'm doing fine, doing fine. Just waiting on this little football game later on.
Okay, tell us about yourself.
Well, 35-year-old father of one. I'm employed by the United States Postal Service, and I am a published music artist as well as a published author. So, yeah, I got music on Spotify and all the streaming platforms. And the forthcoming book that we have is kind of been delayed, but should be ready actually tomorrow. It'll be available on Amazon. And that's pretty much it. It's trying to expand, keep expanding.
Yes, yes. What is your genre and what attracted you to this genre?
My genre is African American literature for kids. And I just noticed, like, I know coming up, I had Dr. Seuss. That wasn't necessarily us, but it was for us. And I was just thinking about how kids, we had a lack of representation of us in literature, I think.
Yes.
So along with Portia, she pitched me the idea because she had written a children's book for her kids. And so we just collaborated and came up with a storyline and it went from there.
Okay. What was your inspiration for writing?
Well, I've always been a writer. I was actually a writer before I realized it. And during school, I was always in the honors literature programs and taking honors classes when it comes to literature and writing. And I think my sophomore year of college, I realized that I was good at it because I was tutoring other students to take an exam that I hadn't even took yet. And
Wow.
so I just had a knack for putting words together. I guess that'll kind of explain to the artist side. It all ties in.
Mhm, mhm. Now tell us about your book.
Okay, the book is The Adventures of Max and Levi. It's part of a series called the Alpha League. And basically it's about Levi is a new kid to a new school, new grade, new year. So he's hoping to make new friends, but he's also weary of bullies. So his mom talks to him, have a conversation with him, giving different affirmations, let him know if you come into a certain situation, this is how you handle it. You keep reminding yourself that you are capable of doing anything. You're a king. You can make it happen. So
Mhm.
upon his first day of school, he see a group of guys that he think may be potential new friends, but it turns out that they were bullies. So it was his first test early on. But one of the bullies' name was Max, and it turns out that Max was actually part of a superhero group called the Alpha League. And the whole time, Max was scouting Levi to see if he was equipped to be one of them. So they had several different situations, several different run-ins, and when Levi got to his boiling point, Max was like, "Hey, man, look, this is what this is really is. I'm Max, and I'm part of the Alpha League, and we would like for you to join." So
Oh,
that's pretty much. And it started out just going to be one book, but as the story progressed, as you can see, it's gonna be a few installments.
okay. Does one of the main characters hold a special place in your heart? If so, why?
I say I took more to Max because I wouldn't say I was a bully, but I stood up for the kids that couldn't stand up to the bullies.
Mhm.
Growing up, I had achieved a black belt in Taekwondo, so a lot of a lot of people, my peers, was like, "Yeah, he ain't really the one to mess with." When they
Yes.
try to mess with the other kids, I was like, "No, we're not gonna do that."
What is the key theme or the message in your book you're trying to get out?
The key thing, what I really want the kids to take away from it is, it's okay to be yourself. You don't have to follow the crowd. A lot of kids end up being bullies because they're hanging with other kids and think, okay, well, this is what they're doing, so it must be cool. I've always walked my own path, even from a child, and I try to put that energy into the book. Like, don't let anybody deter you from being what you want to be or who you want to be.
So true. Were there any key challenges that you faced while writing this book?
Yeah, my biggest challenge was staying organized. I like appointments and deadlines. They sneak up on me, and I be like, "Oh man, I got to get this done." So it really helped me, like personally, like become more organized and more, I say, business savvy. Because
Yeah.
beforehand, I would just, I would work on my own time.
Okay. What do you do when you're not writing? You said you dabble in music. What do you do as far as music?
Yeah, well, I rap, sing a little bit, I produce, I play a few instruments, and if I'm not, like if I'm not writing, I'm probably doing that or just spending time with the kid.
Okay. How long have you been writing, you say?
Professionally or just writing period.
Professionally. Professionally.
Oh, maybe 6 months.
Okay. And
Yeah, yeah.
enjoying it? Are you enjoying the ride?
Yeah, I mean it's be kind of nervous, it's something new, but at the same time, like, you know what? It was presented to me. I'm seeming to be good at it, so it may be what God has for me. So
Mhm, mhm. What, in your opinion, are the most important elements of good writing?
um that's a good question. I think the story has to flow, like it has to, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the scenes have to connect,
Yes.
everything has to be consistent with what's going on. Um, I don't know. I mean, and for me, it was actually writing it. Like I would have the story in my head and ready to write, but I just be like, you got to take time to sit down and actually write it.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, because
What?
it's crazy. Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off, but as like when I'm doing music, I memorize everything. I hardly ever write it down, so I was trying to take that approach when it comes to writing. But I was like, well, if you got a co-author and somebody else is gonna have to edit and publish it, you might need to write it down because they're gonna have to see it.
Yes. 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 What do you think your role is in the writing community now?
In the writing community now, um, hmm, I'm really not sure yet because I would once the book comes out, I would like to get feedback from the consumers as well as fellow authors and see what I can learn and get their opinions of the work and kind of base it off of that.
Mhm.
But I can tell you, I would like to be kind of like the Stan Lee of children's literature, because with the Alpha Leads, kind of like a superhero series, maybe that can be my niche.
Mhm. What has been the most important thing that you can do as an author to get your work out there?
Most important thing, um, promote, promote. Like any way you can find to plug your book, you have to do it. Like I was at work the other day and I was telling my coworkers like, hey, y'all got kids and grandkids, be on the lookout because my book is on the way.
Mhm.
And the customer, she was like, excuse me, sir, did you say you were writing a book? And I told her, like, yes, ma'am. So just from that, I was able to get her the information to what she can purchase or what she can contact us directly.
Mhm.
And I'm a strong believer still in word of mouth. Like I'm not very social media savvy. However, I understand the workings of it. But even when I'm in the communities, I tell people, hey, Adventures of Max and Levi coming out. If you got kids, this will be one you really don't want to miss.
Mhm. Mhm. Um, what are you currently working on right now?
Um, Writing wise, we're getting ready to start the next installment to the Alpha League. And
Mhm.
I think, not sure, but I think we're gonna it's gonna be a story for the young ladies and issues that they deal with.
Okay. Tell us about your publishing journey.
Publishing journey. Actually, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I let Miss Portia handle that side of it. I know but she has the publishing company is she owns that. So it's kind of
Mhm.
like with self-published, but she is a certified publisher. So I'm trying to get more into that so I can take a little bit of weight off her shoulders. I'm sure she'll appreciate that. But still kind of, I guess what they say, wet behind the ears. So I'm just taking it as it comes.
Okay. Now you say you're gonna expand the Max and Levi story. What other adventures will they be going on?
Um, at this point, we're real. Well, I'm really not sure because what happens is we're in the Alpha League. They're gonna induct Max and I mean Levi into the Alpha League, and then we're gonna spin off Brittany Blaze and I can't remember the other young lady's character, but we're gonna introduce them and kind of give their story and what they have going on, and maybe the third installment will bring it all together.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. Okay, where can we find you and your book?
Okay, the book will be on Amazon. I'm thinking tomorrow. Tomorrow it should be ready on Amazon.
Mhm.
I can be found on Facebook at Aya Wise. That's IYAHWISE. Also Facebook Aya Wise Music. I'm on Instagram as Aya Wise Music and PSMJ Books. That's our writing company's name. Me and Miss Portia. And I'm also on Gmail, iya1215 at gmail.com. I said again, iya1215 at gmail.com. That's me personally. And business wise, we are psmjbooks at gmail.com.
Okay, and you want to plug your music?
Yes, ma'am, I will. It is Iowise, as said before, IYAHWISE on any platform you can stream music. So if you can find Beyonce, you can find me.
Oh,
It's the same on on YouTube and yeah, so
okay.
easy to find.
That is wonderful. Is there anything else you would like to add before we close?
Um, let's see. Go Chiefs. Go Chiefs. No, I was just playing, but I just want to say I appreciate you for having me. I appreciate every opportunity. I appreciate the viewers. I'm still new to this. I'm
Mhm.
loving the process and hope to have a lot more content out for you guys to enjoy.
Okay, but before you go, would you like to play a little game with me?
Uh-oh. Let's do it.
Okay, what's your favorite food?
Ah, cube steak. I'm a country
Oh,
boy.
Jesus, yes. Share something your readers wouldn't know about you.
My readers wouldn't know about me. Um, I am a avid fisher. Whenever I have time, I like to be beside the water.
All right. If you had to describe yourself in 3 words, what would it be?
Mm, mm. I'm gonna say 3.5 words. Young, intelligent black man.
Your favorite childhood book?
Um, what was the name of that book? It was a Dr. Seuss book, and I think it was Marvin K. Mooney or something like that.
Okay, okay. And last, favorite snack while writing?
Favorite snack while writing. Um, I'm gonna say goldfish.
All right. All right. Thank you for coming in today. I really appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for
And the
having me.
name of your book again is,
The Adventures of Max and Levi,
and you can find that on.
Amazon.com.
All right. Thank you so much for coming in today. I really appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
This is Queenie Clem with Queenie's Book Talk and Reviews. Happy reading. Bye, y'all.